Thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Lydia and I'm a certified personal trainer, and today we are talking all about Brynley Joyner's form workout programs. Okay, so if you want the full kind of rundown on form, my thoughts as a personal trainer, the whole thing, the layout, all the glitz and glam of the app, you gotta go to a different video. So I made a whole video about the form app and my overall thoughts on Sammy Clark's workouts. So this is kind of a part 2. If you really don't care, you can keep watching, but if you wanna fully up to speed, you can go to the part 1, but you'll probably be able to keep up. So Brynley Joyner has, which is one of my favorite people to follow on the internet, by the way, has moved all of her workout programs to form, which is something I was already subscribed to. And by the way, I do think I was the first one to notice. I messaged in the form community lead group chat and was like, Brynley Joyner is a new trainer. I put money on it, and lo and behold, it was her. I'm gonna do the workout, so I'll meet you in the gym, and then afterward we're gonna debrief. Okay, so today we are trying out Brynley Joyner's program on form, which if you watched my first form video, you know that I like form because I don't have to go to a gym for it. Very cool that they have gym programs now, and as a gym girl, I love it. I use form for something else. But I wanted to try it out for y'all because I am a certified personal trainer and I want to give you all my thoughts. We are going to be doing day 1 full body of the strong and sweaty program. I'll probably put this up on the screen so it's easier for you to see. You have a warm up, which is a follow along, which I love because if it's not, I genuinely probably wouldn't do it. And then you have sets of exercises like so that shows you what to do. So that's kind of the breakdown. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 single exercises and then 2 supersets and then a finisher circuit. So that's kind of the format of it. We're gonna get started on this. I'm gonna do a 5-minute walk and then the warm up. Let's freaking go. But so far so good. This looks like kind of basic, but like in the best way, because as a personal trainer, I'm a very basic personal trainer. I don't like doing anything crazy and whatnot. So far so good.
1 warm-up per week. So this will be week 1. For those of you that like to do your own warm-up, you can go ahead and like do your own thing. Told you to walk away. That was my first and last mistake. I'm blue without your face. But what can I do? 'Cause I'm just a sinking ship, and you're just a pair of lips that I've lost in the moment. All I want is for you to come back. Now I'm caught in the middle of life, and I need you to survive. Whoa.
Okay, so I just finished the workout with my 5-minute warm-up, the guided warm-up, and then the whole workout. It took me 1 hour and 22 minutes and 35 seconds. So gonna end that. So honestly, pretty typical. I was filming, which does take like a little bit of time, but I was trying to be like quick and strategic about it. Overall first impressions, great workout. My biggest thing is she didn't say different like rest times in between each set. She said them for the supersets, but for like the single exercises, there was no like guidance on how to rest. So that would be my biggest thing as a trainer, but I'm so sweaty. I didn't turn the AC on in this gym. I work at a private gym, so there's no one here. But we opened that door, so it kind of feels pointless to run the AC sometimes, so I'm so sweaty. So I need to go home and eat. Oh, one other thing that's on my mind. An hour and 20 minutes I feel like is pretty good for like having to set up, take down, and everything, because like the only reason, I tell my clients this all the time, the only reason you can do an hour personal training session with a personal trainer and you get everything in is because they're setting things up for you. So it's like ready for you versus like I just set things up, take it down, so on and so forth. So even like cleaning up what I have out now, I'm probably not gonna leave for like another few minutes. So for me, this feels like a longer workout, but typically this is probably like, that's why people say they're at the gym for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, because of like the setup, tear down, rest, all that stuff. You're not like working out for that long. So I'm assuming this is like a pretty typical if you're going to a gym. Those are my first impressions. I'm gonna go home, eat, and then. Okay, so I'm not sure if you could tell by that, but no surprise, I actually really loved the workout and I thought it was a great workout. I thought it was basic, it was simple, it was effective. As a personal trainer myself, like I don't like to do like crazy weird things. Like I like to stick to the basics, like squats, deadlifts, bench press, pull-ups, lat pull downs, like the basics. I really think the basics work as a trainer, and I think that Brynley believes the same thing based on the one day I did of her program. I'm gonna give a few great things I actually really loved about this program. Aside, like I will say right now, if you want to stop watching the video, it's a great program, you should do it, but I have some great things to say. I do have a little bit of feedback, but not too much. I love that she always gave modifications for either the movement or also the weight. For the barbell, she said you can do it with dumbbells. So great ways if you've never been in the gym before, like able to step up and progress just in that, going from doing dumbbell back squats to dumbbell squats to barbell squats. That's a progression even in itself. So I love that she also gave regressions if people aren't there yet. I also love the weight recommendations. I feel like sometimes in the gym people don't know what weight they need to use, so having kind of beginner, immediate, advanced as like suggestions I think is such a great place to start if you have no idea. If you're a super advanced lifter, you probably kind of know where you are on most lifts, but this was really great I think to help people start out. I thought the format was super easy to follow, so it did the exercise and then it would like go to the next exercise automatically, so I would watch it, then do it, then watch it, then do it. These are really basic movements, so I didn't necessarily need to watch the videos, but I found the videos helpful. I actually really loved that she was showing the movement and talking about the movement at the same time, as well as if you didn't want to listen to that, there's a little blurb to kind of explain the movement. But sometimes just seeing it visually is so helpful, especially if you're a beginner or new or just like don't know what a movement's called, because there's like so many random names for like so many different exercises. I thought it was just really good, solid compound moves. So at the beginning we do a lot of compound moves and then end with accessory movements. So compound movements are movements that use more than one muscle group, so think squats like we did here and the lunges, and then we moved into accessory moves, and also some of the moves to get our heart rate up, like some of the thrusters are really great moves to get your heart rate up. There was only one move that I didn't really love, and this is a personal preference. I don't love inchworms or mountain climbers. I actually really despise mountain climbers. I think they're like kind of a silly exercise. Like if you want to work abs, like there's better moves to do, and if you want to work shoulders, there's better moves to do, but that is definitely a personal preference. I go to trainers all the time that I love and respect who use mountain climbers a lot. I just don't like mountain climbers. So yeah, but again, she started with the compound moves, moved to the accessories, so you can just tell she's a good solid trainer that knows what she's doing. And then last but not least, I was able to push myself. I was kind of surprised by this. I don't normally work out by myself. I go to an all women's female weightlifting gym where we do classes based on weightlifting, which are really great. So I'm not really typically working out alone, but I was able to push myself because I was sore the next few days, which you don't have to be sore to get a good workout in. But for me, that like told me like I actually pushed myself, I used the appropriate weights, and I was like going for it instead of just kind of cruising through it, which I can do sometimes, you know, even personal trainers do. Okay, so my few notes of improvements are, I really wish there was a timer in the follow along portion of the workout, similar to how Sammy's workouts are. There's always this little timer, I'll put it on the screen, of a countdown of how long you have in the exercise and then how long you have in the rest. So they do that for all of Sammy's follow along workouts. So I'm not sure why it wasn't in Brynley's, but I really would have liked that just because I'm used to that with Sammy's workout. So just adding a little timer at the top, I feel like would have helped me through the follow along portion, which was the very end of the workout. Brynley wasn't as engaging in this follow along workout as like I'm used to Sammy being. I think this will just come with time. I think it's really hard to teach to like a screen and like talk to nobody as I'm sitting here talking to nobody, but like to engage in that level, like as a trainer, like I know that's difficult. So much grace, but it was like, it felt like a different experience than Sammy's workouts, which just again shows like what a great trainer Sammy is, and I have no doubt that Brynley will get there. That is something to note. I said this while I was in the gym, but I just would have loved set rest for every single exercise. So you were doing like 4 sets of squats, for example, 10 squats. I would have loved to be like rest for 30 seconds or rest for 45 seconds, so I would have known how much, just kind of set a timer to keep me on track, because you need to rest in between every single one of those sets. She did give rest periods in between the supersets, so that's where you have 2 exercises back to back and then you rest after those. So she did talk about rest after that, but I just would have liked rest given throughout the entire thing. Okay, this is so small. These next 2 are a little bit nitpicky. Brynley used to have her workout programs on the Playbook app. I also host workouts on the Playbook app. It is an app where you can brand your own app and you have access to a bunch of trainers' plans. If you like what I'm about to say, go shameless plug for my own workout app down here. But Brynley also used to host on the Playbook app, and 2 things I love about the Playbook app that Form doesn't have is 1, this little check mark where you can check off that you finished your workout, and it's so satisfying. Like every exercise you just check, and I love it so much. And then the second thing, you're able to put in how much weight you did in the app, so you can reference back to next time you do this exercise. Oh, I did 100 pounds on squat last time. This time I'm trying to do 105 or 110. And then the last thing is also like a little bit nitpicky, but the warm up I was a little bit confused about. I thought, like I've always learned that you do dynamic stretching first and then static stretching at the end. It felt like a lot of static stretching. And I also would have loved like a cool down static stretching thing and a dynamic warm up, just to round out your workout and make sure you stretch. Because if you don't, like I didn't stretch, I just left, and that's on me, but also like help a girl out. Those are all my thoughts on Brynley Joyner's Form program. I really do think this is a great program. I recommend it as well as my own stuff. So like, you know, think that it's so cool that Form is adding new trainers, and think that it is just getting better and better. So if you're thinking about signing up, I will have a discount code down below. I am a community lead for Form, but like I said, I'm giving the feedback both good and bad, so hopefully you know my opinion's real. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.